Now these are the string methods. Revise them. Capitalize was the function which was used to make the first letter of the string capital only. Like in this example, if all the characters are in the uppercase, it will make all of them small and keep only the first letter as the capital one. Okay, this was the role of the capitalize. And the lower, it is used to convert the whole string into the lower. As you can see, I have taken T and B as a capital, and while I am using it with lower, then the whole string is in the lower case. Always remember, all the string function you have to use with the string object. You can say it string variable dot lower. Here var is our string variable. You are using it like this, and then we are getting the output. The third one is the upper, the same thing, upper revise. Now all the characters here, these are in the small letter, and when we are using with the upper, then it is making it as a upper one. Title, what was the use of the title? Title was used to, how you write the title in your copy. While writing the title, we have to make the first letter of every word capital. Okay, wherever it is capital, it will keep it capital. Where it is not capital, it will make it capital. Like we are using var dot title, in this case W T P, and this P is coming as a capital letter. Title is used to make a string in a title case. Len, it is used to find the total number of character in a string. You will start counting. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like this, and when you will count, it is total number of character is 22. Now the searching methods, these are the searching methods. It is count, and then you have to give the variable name, then beginning index number, ending index number. You can see that these are the optional marks, so it is optional, not compulsory. Okay, when we are using this sign, it indicates that these are the optional one, but this is a compulsory argument. It returns the number of times substring occurs in a range. Okay, it is a case sensitive. Now these are the example related to this one, as I have taken the first one, this one, and now I am going to search E. It is a store in another one. When I am writing v dot var it's only var dot count and str is what? E. So it is counting how many time E is present in this variable. So how many time it is present? 1, 2 and 3. That is why the result is 3. Similarly, this is another one. In this one, we are finding E, small e and capital E both are present, but as it is case sensitive, it is finding for the small one only 2 times it is appearing like this. In this one, we are using E0, 5. That means from 0 to 5 index number, you have to search for it. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 till space. 5th is the space. Now how many value is present here? How many times your E is present here? Capital E only 1 time. That is why it is resulting as a 1. That's how the count function works. The another is a find function. Again, in the find function, we are using the string, then ij, that is again the beginning index number and the ending index number. These are again the optional one. This function return the index if the str is found. Str is what? Substring is found. Otherwise, it will return -1. Okay. Now, starting and ending index number, if we are not using these index number, it will find a substring in the whole string. If you will give the index number beginning and the ending, then it will search the substring within that limit only. Now, these are the examples. If we are writing like var dot find str, that means beam. We are going to search it beamed. As the beam is present on the first and 5th index number, it will return it 5th, and then it is like, again this is a same example. We are writing str4. Okay, now you have to count it where the beam is present. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. After 4 you are searching this one. This is the beginning index number from where you have to start the searching. We want to start our searching from the 4th index number. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is our space, is our 4 index number. Now it is searching it from here till here. Now where it is getting, it is on the 5th index number, as a space is the 4th index number and B is the 5th index number, so it is returning it 5. Okay, now in this one we are searching beam again. Now here we are giving 7th index number. So as this was our 4th index number, this is 5th index number, 6 and 7. Now it will start searching from 7th onwards. So as you can see, from 7 onward there is no beam. So the result is -1. That means if it is not found, it will return us -1. Now this is the index. Index is a new function for you people. This is same as find method. Only difference is that it raises the error value exception if the substring doesn't exist. In that one, if the find was returning us the -1, while the index return us the error message. Okay, now as we are giving this is a variable, the first value will move into the first variable, the second value will move into the second variable, and then we are using print var.index str, that means beam. Where it is present on the 5th index number, that is why it is giving 5th index number. Similarly in this one we are asking the index number after 4. This is the beginning index number. From after the beginning index number, it will start searching. The 4 is the this one space. After space it will start searching. So the beam is present at which index number? 5. Okay, beam is stored in str. Now here again we are using str7. As you can see that after 7 we will not find beam. So what it will create a message, value error, substring not found. It is a value error that this value is not present after this index number. Now this is the difference between the index and find. Important difference, that find will return us a -1 value when a substring is not present in the string, while the index will return a error message. Which error message? Value error message, when the string is not present in the substring is not present in the string. Now the string comparison methods, like this is the first one is lnum, returns true if the character in the string are alphanumeric only. Like in the first one we are having what? Hyphen, comma and other thing. That is why the first example is returning us false, because it is not completely alphanumeric. There are some other characters also. In this one it is all alphabet, that is why true. Here again we are using a space which is not neither a alphabet nor a numeric one, that is why it is false. It is used to check the values are alphanumeric or not. Comparison, comparing the string, that whether they are having a alphanumeric characters or not. Similarly, the next one is the is alpha, comparing for the alphabet, that the string containing alphabets or not. As this one is not containing alphabet, that is why it is false. This is not containing alphabet, that is why it is false. It is containing all alphabets, so it is true. Similarly, we are having the other one, which is digit. That means the string is containing digits or not, all digits. As in this one, the all is not digit, like this you can see, that is why it is false. In this one, all the characters are in the digital form, digits form, that is why it is true. And here again no digit, that is why it is false. The second one is lower, to check whether it is a lowercase or not. The same type of example, again you can see wherever you are having all the characters in the lowercase, there only the answer is true. In rest of the cases it is false. Similarly, the next one is the is upper. They're doing the same thing, checking for the uppercase where we are having all upper, like in this one only, there it is true. In rest of the cases it is false. The next is the is a space. Is a space, again to check a space, whether it is this one is having a space, this is not having a space. So when you will compare it with S1, then the result is true because it is containing spaces only. This one is false because it is not containing any space, and again this one is false because in spite of spaces it is also having a alphabet.